How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies, there's not a single woman watching this shit. Not a single one. Anyways, uh, some more 1 or 1v1 ranked action. I'm playing TKS in the red. My opponent's playing Third Armored in the blue. Now, my opponent is somebody who I actually know and respect a lot. So, this is a good game. This is one of the better TKS games that I can bring you. See, starting with a lot of M67s. Jesus Christ. My lord, please forgive me. Anyways, this is something that I'd probably do too if I was in his shoes. M67s, obviously one guy sniped there, pretty sad. But the Milans start coming out immediately, and you really feel them that ATGM spam whenever it's happening to you, and you're trying to play a tank play style. You know? So I'm immediately putting them into this little corner right here. And he's really starting to feel it. One did get hit one time, 2 F-104s flying over. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of the screening infantry with those F-104s. I'm actually just going straight after the infantry because I don't want him to be able to screen for himself, and immediately he has to retreat as soon as the screening infantry die. So good for me. Gonna go ahead and advance, move everything. I even reloaded this up into some other random transport, and I'm gonna put it back here. Gonna be a surprising move on his part. He's not gonna see it coming. He's gonna be very surprised when it does come out. M48 does not get the shot on the M1A1's commander. This is why I hate this map, because like realistically he shouldn't be able to exercise any control of the zone, but he can for some reason. Milan gets a rear shot on an M1A1. Now this is a really mean spot for an ATGM. Write this down, write this down. And I get a chaparral as well. And I'm forcing him to unload early. And he has to unload over here now to try to deal with this. It's a shame I missed that. Because if I missed that, I wouldn't have lost this position. If I didn't miss it. Jaeger miss. Of course, even the double vet, they still missed. F-104 comes out, trying to deal with that military police. Do still do damage to him, despite him trying to dodge it. Jaeger should be able to deal with it lightly, but not enough. My Milan needs to decide what it wants to shoot at. Sadly, it's not shooting at the Abrams. Now it's firing at the Abrams. It only needs one hit. But, you know how I feel about ATGMs. Pretty weak. F-104s flying in. One of them hits that Abrams to damage it. The other one was trying to target over here, lost targeting. Big skill issue on my part. Cannon Jagdpanzers coming up to support the M48 spam. This would have been better if I had more screening infantry in here, but I don't. And it's a really weird place to try to use the ATGMs. Basically, I can only use them in this bush. Because right here, line of sight's not too good as to, you know, specifically where he's positioning those. I do drop on top of that military police. Doesn't kill it, but I drop on it, at least. And I'm starting my assault over here. He's very light over here with just a fire team AT4 and some scouts. My Jagdpanzer did kill his 50 cal truck that was sitting over there. Good thing about Jagdpanzers is that these tanks actually have stealth. These are ninja tanks, in a way. They're not as ninja as the AMX-10s are ninja. They're kind of fake ninjas. These ones are like the ones who go to your local karate dojo and pay an extra $100 a month to be promoted faster. The AMX-10s are real ninjas from real Japan. Real Japanese real ninjas from Japan. Those are the AMX-10s. These are your McDojo ninjas. I'm bringing out 105s and 120mm mortars just to start annoying the piss out of him. I'm setting them onto fire at will because I couldn't be bothered to waste my APM on them. F-104, 500 kilogram bombs, one of them hits, does a shitload of damage to that M1A1, and he's gonna have to retreat out of there, especially with all the fire support that I have raining down. Employed 2 of my 2 Vet Jaegers over here just in time to stop this little push he has going on over here. This little counter push. M48. M40A1 is going to be over here too. Sadly, it's targeting the infantry instead of the Abrams. but it does do decent amounts of damage to infantry. And his phantoms are flying around pretty much uncontested, denying me my also important F-104 drops. Killed that one. But I'm finally starting to get some AA up under me. It's not just Fliegerfoss, but you see the M1A1 got routed so fast that the Brody from just this artillery spam I have going on. And that kind of is the focal point of this deck when I made it, was to hit them hard, hit them fast in the start of the game, and then fall back onto arty spam. Roland 2 hits its first shot, you'll never see that, and its second shot in succession on an ECM having helicopter. That's the best performance you will ever see from a Roland 2, guaranteed. You're never going to see it anywhere else. So go ahead and like the video. And do you have a Bofors trying to get up into here before the ATGM from the Apache comes out? And it hits the truck, and the Bofors is, routed now for some reason. He does land his Apache because he knew I was going to try to snipe it. F4, F-AT flies over. It does get to use the AT missiles on the Apache when it's landed. However, it has a high chance of missing. So it's a shame, really. But then artillery is going to start coming down on it, and he's going to raise it up. F4F just guns it down with the remaining gun rounds it has, and skedaddles. Though I would love it to keep it meandering about to potentially do something to this M1A1s. And you see here, my shit's really starting to stack up, and it's just going to be harder and harder and harder for him to get in here. I don't know how many F4s he bought, actually, but it seemed like too damn many. This is one of those situations where you would rather have 2 F-15s than 4 F-4s. F-104 comes over, drops on top of them, routes them, does high cohesion damage to that Bradley. Bradley's gonna get tore up by these ATGMs now, and you see me buying supply trucks to resupply my Milans. As long as my Milans stay resupplied and my Jaeger stay more than half health, hopefully, it's gonna be very hard for him to deal with me. Bofors, gonna get some action. Boom. Oh, okay. Well, that's disappointing. A-10 Thunderbolts. He's relying on the Thunderbolts now to try to cut down my M48 spam numbers, but it's not a really good way to try to cut them down. You know, ever since they nerfed the guns on the A-10s and the SU-25s, light tanks have been pretty cost efficient in terms of taking damage from them, because they can't kill them fast enough anymore. Which is a shame. M40s lighting up that M1A1. I do not kill it though, despite how close I got there. And well, artillery hell is continuing to fire down, and I just bought 2 more arty pieces, 2 more 105s to just have shooting at random shit. And well, you can tell by the units that are sitting in it, it's really not fun to get targeted by this fire at will artillery here. 2 Jaegers coming up against mech rifles. Mech rifles definitely better than the Jaegers. However, my Jaeger are double that. Because mech rifles are not. M1A1 catches wind of my CV over there and kills it. Incredible. Immaculate. I don't know what else to say about it. But you see my artillery hell is just raining down, and he's not even getting chances to resupply, and all the suppliers are going down to the supply trucks healing themselves, and it's just not pretty. Arty spam like this is highly effective usage of units. 2 F4Fs fly over, neither of them hit their shots, and they're just gonna boogie out of there before the Phantom comes out to seek vengeance. Moving up more M40s into here to make it even harder for him. And, well, artillery hell is just continuing to rain down over here. You notice the supply trucks are instantly getting drained of their supplies because he has to keep on repairing the free 99 damage that I get from my mortars. Mind you, none of these have been resupplied once. Okay, so I did get 2 155s out, and I sniped that Abrams with them, the Abrams commander with them. So now, if I had a CV over here, I'd just run it in and start taking on him again. He's panic buying another CV. Understandable. M48's pushing in here at the same time as the Chaparral's retreating. That's very good game sense from him. F-104 comes down, bombs right there. Even though all the F4F shots were misses, there's high amounts of damage and stress on those units. Two F4F AT missiles, Mavericks. They get Mavericks just like the A-10. Hit this guy in the front, and it is alive with 1 HP. But at this point, he recognizes that my artillery spam is way too much for him to continue to contend in the game. Now, if you guys enjoyed that video, like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I can't think of anything funny to say. The truth is, I'm not very funny.